Hey, Brent, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing well. I know you've been cleared, but did you have to talk your way into the lineup tonight, or how did that go today?
No, I got cleared yesterday. They kind of asked me if I felt like I would need a little time for the rust and everything, but no, I'm super excited to get back and play in the lineup. Any chance that I was going to have where they would allow me to pop back in there, I would take. So, I've had enough of the viewing party from level 9, and I'm excited to get back out there and trying to help and be an energetic voice on the bench.
We haven't talked to you since the hit. Can we just get your feelings on that?
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit. Are you talking about the hit?
Yeah. We just haven't gotten your take on it. If you thought it was a dirty hit or what?
I think that particular player, he plays the game hard. I respect the way that he plays the game hard. Do I think it was necessary for him to follow through in the area that he did? Not really. But overall, the game happens fast. Things happen fast. I've been in that position as well, trying to hit somebody. And, I'm not going to say that he meant to go right through my head. I think he's just trying to finish the play, finish me in the D zone. And unfortunately, I didn't see him. I was involved with another player. And then I was trying to grasp where the puck was. And that's kind of all that I remember from it, aside from seeing it on video. It just happened pretty fast. And, I don't have any ill will or anything towards the player or the situation. I'm just ready to move forward and get back in the lineup.
Matt Porter.
Hi, Brandon. Good to see you back. Wondering about the first, few days afterward. Obviously, wound up, in rough shape there. What were the first few days like? When did you think you were in the clear, and kind of what was the ramp up process like for you off the ice?
First few days were kind of tough. A lot of emotion involved with it, and different from the other concussion that I had. I felt like my mood was really off, and for the first bit there that night, my vision was a little blurry and messed up. Couldn't really see much out of my right eye, so that's kind of why I went to the hospital. But after that cleared up, I knew it was just going to be a process of taking time and taking those first couple days easy. I definitely still had a lot of lingering concussion issues, but I'd say over this last week, it's been fantastic. I've felt so much better. Things with my cognitive memory and everything have started to come back. So I'm feeling great in that regard. But the ramp up process, I got on the ice a week and a half ago. Felt pretty good through those stints with riding the bike, getting on the ice, getting my heart rate up. So that was nice because with my last concussion, that was a little different. But this time, it was more so just about taking the time to really make sure that I was getting that memory piece back. I was struggling with that for a little while, feeling foggy, and my focus was off. But I feel a lot better throughout the past 4 or 5 days in that regard. So feeling pretty much 100%.
Good, thanks.
Ludo Shinzawa.
Brandon, just in terms of style of play that you hope affects the players going forward, I'm wondering if you saw other people in the position that you were in, kind of head down looking for the puck, how do you hope that your experience here informs how opponents should be hitting, should be eligible to be hit? Like if that scenario pops up again somewhere else, how would you want that to play out?
In all honesty, I don't think in that situation, I don't mind if he hits me. Just get more of my body. I think the rules are pretty simple with head contact, and I feel like the NHL does a pretty good job of viewing those plays where there's a lot of head contact. So that's all that I really care about, because going forward, you see it more and more with head issues, and that's not something to be taken lightly. It can be very scary. You don't know how it's going to affect you in the future with your livelihood and everything else outside of hockey. So, for that situation, if he goes right through my chest, I'm completely fine with it, even if the hit hurts really bad. So, I think just taking the approach of really recognizing when you could be getting contact with somebody's head is important. And I feel like as the NHL continues to take sight and look after those situations, it'll get better.
Jimmy Murphy.
Hey, Brandon. Good to see you back. Glad you're okay. From what you saw above of the team right now, I mean, obviously having trouble score there, and coaches sort of referenced about getting clean breakouts and really improving the transition game. Did you see a need for that? And is that something you're focused on trying to help out with?
Absolutely. That's been a big focus of mine, just progressing as a player over the past couple of years, is to do my best job being clean coming out of the zone. I feel like I've grown a lot since my first year with helping in that regard and moving the puck up as fast as I can. We have plenty of skill on the front end, and as long as we get the puck in their hands, we'll start to generate. I think we can definitely put more pucks towards the net, do certain things in the offensive zone to will our way to get those goals in behind the goalie. But I think just positivity, everything that we can do, keeping our heads up, and not overthinking the plays, the situations will be very helpful. And I hope that I can do my part tonight.
Last question, Kevin Paul Dupont.
Hey, Brandon, good to see you. Two-part question, if I can. First of all, were you satisfied with the 7-game suspension for Wilson? And then the larger question being, culturally, what can change this in terms of guys taking liberties as he did? Does that come from the PA? Does it come from the individual rank and file? Because it happened, as you know, it happens way too often.
Yeah. As for the suspension, to be honest, after the situation, I was more so worried about myself, not necessarily him. Wanted to get back on track for myself. I love being in the lineup. I love playing hockey. I love my job here as a Bruins. So my focus wasn't on him or what he was going to receive or anything like that. Obviously, you see stuff floating around the internet. I think players who get suspended before they take into account with the PA, your record. You've seen it with many guys, and they'll handle those situations. As a player, I'm not going to really involve myself in that, besides the fact of playing safe and smart myself. But no, I feel good about how everything was handled. I'm not necessarily worried about it at this point, putting it in the past, moving forward. And I'm just going to trust that the officials will do it the way that they can. And that night in particular, a lot of guys from my team had my back, and that was amazing. So that felt really good. And after that, just forget about it, move on.